Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers. I'm your instructor, and we are going to go ahead and texture our flag. Now you can bring your UV that you created and exported out and saved from Maya into Photoshop and add a image on there. This is a paint program, a texturing program, and it uses procedural textures. It doesn't mean that you can't find a texture and bring it in here. It's just that it is made more for procedural texturing. So if you want to put a image onto the flag, it's almost faster and easier to bring it into Photoshop. Find the flag that you want to put on there and go ahead and put it over top of the UVs that you see in Photoshop, and then send it out, and that's your color map. So what we're going to do is we are going to some type of a template that you find, an alpha map or something like that, and we can put that on there pretty quickly. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and do the settings we're used to, and we need to click on our modular piece. I believe it's number 11 and 4096, and open that up, and there it is. There's our flag. All right, so I'm going to find a color I want to add to it. So I'm going to go in here and right click and go to add paint, and I'm going to click on the polygon fill. I'm going to pick a color that I want my flag to be, which is going to be kind of a blue. And I'm just going to go ahead and select all the pieces on here if I want to, or I can just move out and just kind of select all the faces all at once in the material. And I'm going to go ahead and in here I'm going to go ahead and add a fill layer. There we go. And in the fill layer, I'm going to right click and go to add a black mask. Okay. When I'm adding stuff, like especially when I did the layer, the first one, I right click and over the object and added paint. This time I'm going to right click over the object and add a black mask. That's what I did. With the black mask, it allows me to see through the color. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and add a alpha map. It can be any alpha map that I want. Okay, since an alpha map is going to be black and white, so I'm just going to find something I want to put on there. Let's say I want to put something on there silly, you know, whatever you want to do. It's really up to you what you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add this funny little symbol to it, and I'm going to hold the control key down and my right mouse button and get it to the scale that I want. Okay, I can put it onto the 2D material if I want to kind of get it centered if I want to do that, and you're done. You can just go ahead and export that texture. Okay. Now for the pole, and if you have a problem with exporting textures, just watch the previous video on how to export textures. I don't feel like I need to do that again. So I'm going to go into select. There we go. So we got our pole here. And I'm going to have to go to my materials, and I want to select metal polish, and I'm just going to drag and drop that on there. So there's our pole. I don't think it went on there. There we go. And that's just as easy as it should be. And then I'm going to go ahead and you can go to File and Export textures. Okay, I'm not going to go through the process of exporting a texture. And then the next thing we're going to do is let's go to new and find the ground. Number 6, no, number 15, I think that's what it is. Okay, there's the ground. Okay, and what did I use for the ground? I'm trying to think what would be a good one. I can't remember what I did, what I used. I think it's this one. Add that on there, and I'm going to tile this down quite a bit and get it to kind of where I want it to be. See how it looks. And I know I can see repeating, but if my castle's on there, I won't really see that repeating too much. And of course, if I feel like I need to bring it up a little bit more, let's see what I can get here before I start seeing some bad repeating. Something like that might work. It's not, I can see repeating right through here, but it's not too bad. I can try a triplanar projection. It still shows, so it doesn't really matter. UV projection is fine. The attributes, I want to have a green color for grass. Okay. And then the grass, I can do a darker green, which makes it look kind of cool. You can see that I've got a lot of reflection here, so I need to turn that down. Roughness variation, that's too much. Let's bring that down. Roughness version, let's bring that totally down. We don't want any reflection off of here. If I go down this way, yeah, it's really bad. So I'm going to go to 1 and 0 on intensity. How about smoothness, intensity? Nope, nothing's going to happen there. So that's my ground, and you can go ahead and export that out as well. So file, export textures, and then we have the chain. So I'm going to go to file new, and we know that's the last one we have, number 16, 4096. Oh, that's our chain, I guess. Okay, so there's our chain. We want something rusty, so metal rust would be good. There we go. And there's not much we need to do here. We can go ahead and send that out immediately. So file, export textures, and the drawbridge. Let's take a look at that. Chain. There we go. And the drawbridge will be a wood. Let's see here. We can do smooth wood. That might be a good one. And we want to rotate that wood. So we're going to rotate that around to lengthwise, like that. Let's type in 90. There we go. And tiling needs to be pretty small because it's a big piece of wood. Okay. All right. From a distance, that will look pretty good. It's going to be hard to tell. And of course, you can mess around with the scales, scratches them out, color range, all that stuff. You can change and mess around with that at the bottom. So you can go ahead and file, export textures. I think we got everything. So that's it. Have a great day, and I can't wait to see what you guys end up with your texturing for your castle. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll see you in the next module.